Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers knockoff review. In today's video, thanks to the team over at SW-02, we're taking a look at the latest offering from the SW series. This is the SW-02, our little buddy. Finished coating products. It's an oversized version of the Ironhide from the Bumblebee movie. That's pretty much what we got with the box. It's exactly what you would expect. I actually really like the Bumblebee movie designs, especially the Cybertron scene, and I really hope we get more figures like the RC or Wheeljack, etc. But this is our second. Our first was Ratchet, then we've got Ironhide, so let's crack him open. Boom! And there we have him out of his plastic prison. How stoic does this design look? I absolutely adore him. I've got Autobot insignia on there. That doesn't come as standard. I just found an old Toy Hacks clear one. But that is a fantastic look for Ironhide. If we just bring in their Ratchet to give us an idea of how they fare together. So obviously it is the same mold, but we do have differences in the colour palette. The face sculpt is the same, but the actual head sculpt itself is different. You've got the crown, etc. that you would expect with Ratchet. My joints actually feel slightly tighter on my Ironhide. Now, I've been contacted by a couple of people that have actually had their Ratchets snap. I believe it's something to do with this joint that goes into the waist. So please be incredibly mindful. There's like a screw that holds this section underneath together, and that is quite fragile apparently. I haven't had any issues with my Ratchet yet, although his legs are a little bit loose around the thighs, but Ironhide seems to be a lot tighter in comparison. Same sort of heft still, obviously it's the same mold, but yeah, haven't had any of those issues myself. And I'll give you an idea of how these scale. This is the MPM Bumblebee movie Bumblebee, so that's a good kind of size. I personally like how it looks with the oversized version of the Transcraft Bumblebee. I think that actually looks nice, but I think realistically you need Bumblebee to be about here-ish, although we don't really have a Cybertron Bumblebee done to this scale. I've got such seller's remorse. I really wish I still had that MM01 Optimus Prime. I think he would look absolutely sublime with these ones. Getting up close and personal, we can see we've got light piping in the back of the head there. That sculpt is superb, isn't it? Just look at all the detailing. Not everybody is a fan of the detailing on these figures. Personally, I think they look really tidy. I love the fact that everything closes off at the back. You have the calf sections which close off and cover off the backs of those legs. We have die cast in amongst the feet, adding to that heft. It's a really nice mix of die cast. Now I believe these are Black Mamba, so you know kind of what you're going to get. Really good looking piece. Much like Ratchet, we do get an LED in the gun. You see here, I've got sprue marks galore on his gun though, which is not ideal. Okay, I've got that button on the back that can just be pushed. Can mount said weapon on the back as well, although that's not an incredibly kind of secure fit on there. Really nice looking version of Ironhide, isn't it? Head can look up, down, left and right, tilt side to side. Arms can come around, come out to the side. upper bicep rotation, bend on the elbow there, rotation on those wrists, rotation on the waist. I wonder if that's what's stressing people's joints, because there's a bump as you go up and over the hip skirt. So I'm wondering if that then puts stress on that screw section. I'm not sure. Legs can come forwards, backwards, out to the side, upper thigh rotation. Nice bend on that knee. Feet can come up and down, and there's some pivot side to side as well in there. No rotation left and right, but combination of those thigh rotations, the pivot on the ankles, we can get some really good looking poses. Really just missing a double joint on those elbows to make the poses slightly more natural, and an abdominal crunch. But for what you get a lot of bot for your buck. If you find these videos useful, why not head over to Shozy or Gundamit using the link in the description below. Before you make that purchase, head up to the top of the page on the support your favourite reviewer tab and type in Benz. That'll help support the channel and keep these reviews coming. Now let's get him transformed up. It's very straightforward. Same as we got with our lovely Ratchet figure. It's just basically unfolding everything away from his torso. I do love the ingenuity, I guess, of how it works. It's very clever. Let's just, which way are we going? We're going to go going inwards, aren't we? So that goes this way, like so. And this one goes down and in, like so. This opens right up. This piece here, again, is going to open up, and that's going to form part of that roof panel. The legs themselves are going to rotate around on this hinge here. Open up these pieces. The feet are going to flip in. The wheels are going to rotate around, so they're on the bottom. This section here is going to slide backwards, and this allows this and this piece here to come inwards, and then giving those a little rotate at the thighs allows us to bring this piece inwards, and that collapses over like so. So bring that either side of that hip piece. Same on this side, bring this down, open up the leg joint, give it a little rotate around, slide this joint down, bring this up, and bring the foot all the way in. That's going to come in the other side of that joint. These are going to stay down in the middle. Arms are going to rotate around and bend backwards so that these tabs are facing down. They're going to peg in to the feet, and as we bring these legs down, the arms need to push and locate. There we go, that's in, that's in. This is going to come in and tab underneath. This will come in and tab in underneath. We can bring these side panels back inwards, and this is all going to push, tab, and secure like so. And then we can bring this top panel over, and if you look at the front, you've got these two retaining tabs. This is going to push, lock, and locate, and everything should, he says, should secure into place. So you've got this tab at the side here in the leg. Oh, come on, in you go. Why are you not going in? There we go. There we go. That's in, that's in. Just these side panels here don't want to tab in as well as they should. I'm hoping they'd fix that, because the same thing happens with ratchet. Look, they tend to pop out of that joint there. No, it's not going to stay in any further than that, unfortunately, but that's your vehicle mode with your gun on top, the gun lit up. That's a nice vehicle mode, you know, it's a good solid lump, lots of die cast in there, but yep, these do not want to tab in as well as I'd like, but in terms of vehicles, these two do look pretty darn awesome together. I mean, I'm never going to display them like this. They don't really roll very well either. That's due to the kind of positioning of the wheels. Considering what you're paying, I think bot mode alone makes these more than worth their money. Now, of course, I'm very aware that these are a very different continuity, but MP10 is there to give you a guide on how big these are in their vehicle modes. I think most people own some form of Masterpiece Optimus Prime, so that should give you a relatively good idea. These are a good leader class figure with ultra / high-end weight and feel to them. I've included a link in the description below where this can be purchased. If you do decide to click through that link, make sure you hit up the top creators tab and use code BENZ. And until next time, from myself and the rest of the Collectibles household, thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.